Now, Nigeria is seeking more than $7 billion for the fight against the coronavirus and to reduce the effects on the nation's economy and its citizens. This comes as the federal government establishes a 500 billion naira crisis intervention fund. Adisa's reports reviews the major highlights of a media briefing by the Minister of Finance.
The lockdown in some states and the Federal Capital Territory has no doubt impacted negatively on the means of livelihood of many citizens. Now, government says it is aware of the challenges thrown by the pandemic and is working round the clock to address them. Addressing journalists on government's fiscal stimulus measures in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning says a 500 billion naira intervention fund is now in place.
The establishment of this fund will evolve and provide the much needed cash resources from various special accounts already existing in the Federation, and this is a process that we will be doing together with the National Assembly.
The minister also disclosed that Nigeria has applied to draw its entire $3.4 billion contribution from the International Monetary Fund. She says the request for funding from the IMF's COVID-19 Rapid Credit Facility is not tied to any conditionalities.
We have requested from the World Bank $2.5 billion US, from the African Development Bank $1 billion US. Let me state that the requests we've made to the IMF, to the World Bank, to the Islamic Development Bank, to the African Development Bank are requests for the nation. So it's both for the federal government.
Nigeria has also approved the release of $150 million from its Sovereign Investment Authority Stabilization Fund to support the Federation Allocation Accounts Committee disbursement, which she says has been on a steady fall since January. Government is also proposing the creation of a minimum of 1,000 jobs per local government as part of its interventions.
In each of the 774 local governments, that there shall be created jobs of at least 1,000 persons per local government.
About 150 trucks of seized rice are also to be shared among the downtrodden as part of measures to ease the pain of the lockdown. The minister comes with words of assurance to the citizens of the desire of the government to continue to work with all stakeholders to alleviate their suffering at this critical time. As part of the 500 billion naira COVID-19 crisis intervention fund, the federal government says it has earmarked 102.5 billion naira for the healthcare sector, 6.5 billion naira of which has been disbursed to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control for critical expenditure. Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.